Hey, what's going on, guys? Indypride here with Milk Cookie Total War, bringing you something a little bit different today. We're going to be playing Fallen Samurai Naval Battle, and this is going to be a shipload of fun. So I am bringing the Warrior Ironclad class. I am joined by Oakley High Def, who will be using the Nagaoka. You want to go over your naval setup real quick?
Yeah. So my strategy is going to be relatively interesting. So I've never really played too much naval warfare, but I've heard that you have these torpedo boats. So I decided to go full on torpedo build. So I have 3 of these torpedo boats. I figured they would be relatively weak, which they are. So I've placed my big ironclad ship in front of that just to block some early shots. And my idea is to get up close to you, unleash torrents of torpedo guns against you and just hopefully sink you because you're just one lone ship. So I just need to get lucky. On the left flank, I was going to run a little bit of a distraction with my armored corvettes, so 2 of these Kenko Maru class ships. And the vessels in this are really cool, and these are going to be steam powered, so they can move pretty quickly as well. And we'll see how this strategy holds out. Your micro task is going to be pretty easy.
It's not too difficult. So the only thing that I have to micro in this game is going to be what kind of shell I'm using. So there are 3 different kinds of shells. And I'm only going to be using 2 this game. The armor piercing shells are really good against ironclads, of course. They are made of iron, so cutting through those are useful with armor piercing rounds. And then for the wooden ships, the torpedo boats, the explosive rounds are the kind of shells that you want to do there. So be some micro dodging torpedoes and that kind of thing, and we'll see how that plays out a little bit later on. But I think we can press play right now and get into the replay. 3, 2, 1, press play. Well, let's do it. So you're going to be advancing on me, and what was your strategy trying to take down this warrior ironclad? What is your game plan here?
Yeah, so you have like one of the best ships in the game, but I'm like,
It's the best ship.
best
It's
ship,
ridiculous.
smash
It's
ship.
absolutely
I'm just gonna fire upon him with unleash the torpedoes basically. So yeah, I'm gonna push right with the ironclad. Hopefully have him screen. You can see him starting to take off now. Just going underway. My torpedo ships. What I was gonna do is line them all up in a straight column. And torpedoes, when you fire them, you have to fire. Click on a button and it'll shoot kind of straight in front of your ship. So I was hoping by having all of them in a line, I could exactly aim and just get a bunch of shots downrange, all kind of one after another, and by kind of blanketing fire on you, I would hopefully land some nice hits. I'm also hoping that you won't knock out my guys from a distance. So I think you're first going to target my ironclad, which is probably a good idea because you still have time to dodge my torpedoes if they're shot. So I need to get a little bit closer. So the ironclad's perhaps a bit more of a threat at this point.
Yeah, the ironclad is by far the biggest threat on the field. If a torpedo hits me, it's going to do damage. One will certainly not sink me. It's the tankiest ship in the entire game. But the reason I started shooting at the ironclad first was just because it was the first thing to come into range, and it is the longest range ship you have. So I'm going to just be focusing that down, using those armor piercing shells, trying to do some damage here. Obviously, both ships very tanky, not going to be able to kill it right away, but I am going to be able to do some damage to it before you get the rest of your ships into range. But much of torpedoes are coming in now. Like an overhead view, you can kind of see torpedoes travel in packs of 2, and there looks like there are 4 out on the map at the moment, and you're just trying to shoot at my guys. But now I'm going to open up the torpedo ship with some
Oh my
explosive
god.
shells, already set one of your torpedoes on fire, and that's just devastating. I mean, when you're in a ship that small, you do not want to be on the business end of the cannons from a broadside from a warrior class. That's no fun.
Yeah, and you're getting some
Men are
shots
jumping
left,
into the
right, and
water.
center. So my ironclad on the right is basically going out. One of my torpedo ships is basically down. But I'm like, all right, this is fine. Look at all these torpedoes I have in the water. I'm going to also follow up with a couple more volleys. So look at all those coming in here. So I'm like, all right, I got Indy cornered. I'm flanking around with my ships. I should be okay. He's going to be a nimble ballerina right here. So take a look at the first 2 shots. They're going to just barely miss his ship. So this lumbering hulk of a vessel is going to somehow dodge those. I'm like, all right, he dodged these 2, but look at this. I've carefully placed my shots. Here's another pair coming in right across his left side. So we can watch these as they come in. But keep a close eye on these. This
It's
is gonna.
narrowly. Is it gonna hit me?
It's the obscenely close. Came within like a shoe's distance from hitting you. So I was hoping I'd do
It's
more
gonna
damage.
miss. Oh my god!
Oh!
And the explosion. The ship is gonna break in half. Beautiful. I love this sound. It's by far the coolest animation, maybe in Any total war game, it's seriously, the explosion they did for that is so beautiful.
Oh my
Entire
god.
ship is gonna sink,
Hey,
and
you just went right over another pair of torpedoes. Oh, you have a gap right where the propeller is. My torpedo went right through there. So Indy is dodging these like a champ, just pivoting back and forth. I have one last ship here with torpedoes. I'm gonna fire 2 into the water. So here they go coming in, and you're gonna shut this ship down. So if I had any more torpedoes, they have gone down with the vessel. My guys are bailing out, so this is not going well for me. I was hoping some of these would finally hit you, but it looks like you're slowly getting out of position. So there goes, a whole $1 million worth of torpedoes down in the water. They may actually be able to hit some of your guys in the water, so I'm hoping to get a little bit of that. Yeah, they're like sharks coming in after your guys.
oh, I see. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna explode, but kind of cool if that was an animation.
That would have just split one of you guys in half. Yeah, I saw some of them. So
Well,
yeah,
they
you're
don't
doing it.
actually move that fast, so I don't think they will.
Man, when you
But if they
expose
exploded, that would have been so cool.
when you expose one side of your ships to my vessels, oh, whoa! I just destroyed your captain. Oh no, he's getting back up. He's getting back up.
Alive?
Yeah, he's somehow alive. He's about mid-deck. He's trying to go over the gunnels. But anyways, I was gonna say, once you expose like a flank to me, oh, you get so much devastating fire. It's crazy. So looks like my vessel out over there has surrendered. My other ironclad is the only thing left. I'm trying to get some final shots against you to penetrate your armor. It says your ship is losing slightly, so I still have some hope. But my guy is kind of crippled over there in the distance, and I'm advancing, trying to seek refuge behind maybe a little bit of this island, but I got caught on like rapid advance, and I'm going to be hemmed up against the island itself. I'm going to have a hard time pulling out. So in the distance, Indy's ship is now going to be turning about, and he's trying to get some crazy volleys against me. I'm trying to turn slowly but surely, but I'm caught on like a sandbar or something.
You're just beached. Yeah, you just can't move. So at this point, I was like, okay, I see his flank turn to me. Ship is gonna be fine to get into range of his. Like I could open fire right now, but that's boring, right? So I was like, ram him. Can I do something like that with him? No, apparently ironclads cannot ram. At least the warrior class cannot ram. I'm not sure why that is, or at least I didn't see any option for it when I was trying to go for it. So I'm not going to be able to ram, but what I am going to do, as it finally pulls away from that sandbar and starts moving towards me, is he might have been trying to go for a ram, but I'm going to quickly turn my side to him and get a full broadside pretty soon here. So are you actually moving right now, or are you
I
still
was
stuck
giving
on that
it, yeah,
sandbar?
I'm holding space. It's telling me I have movement orders to move forward, but I'm still I'm still beached or something. So my guys refuse to move forward. Yeah, it looks like I'm trying to shimmy my way out of this little sand embankment, and I got to give a command to the left, and finally, there we go. Steam power is back on. I'm billowing smoke. Now we're going to start to get the approach. So thankfully you were a little merciful while my guy was beached.
Oh, it has nothing to do with mercy, Oakley. I'm gonna get really close to you and I'm gonna blast you into smithereens, my friend. So I'm finally turning to get a broadside right now.
Oh god.
Oakley's actually gonna turn the wrong way for a second, so he's gonna be a little bit later than me on the broadside. And this would be the most intimidating, scary thing you could possibly imagine. I don't know how many guns that it is on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's like 16 or 18 guns. Powerful, powerful weapons. So you're trying to go for the ram. I'm gonna turn.
I was actually able to
You're
pop the
gonna-
ram ability, which is a
Yeah.
crazy ability that you get, and boom! Just smacked
You
right
are
into
gonna
his
hit
ship.
it, but that means that I'm gonna get a point blank broadside in here, and you need it to sink me there, and you're starting to get set on fire here. You can see them, some of the men burning at the moment. And, oh, they penetrated. Those shots went all the way through both sides of your ironclad.
Oh, my guys on the deck are actually starting to snipe your men, and you're doing
They're
some
getting
counter
shot,
volleys.
yep.
Blood is just billowing out from the front of the vessel. So the close quarter combat
And
in
then you're
this
gonna
is
surrender.
insane. And then my guys are, yeah, basically going to surrender because I only have a couple guns on this side. Oh man, you can see a giant gash in the side of my hull. So yeah, at this range with explosive shot and with outgunned like this, yeah, you're gonna destroy me. So sensibly enough, my guys decided to rout. But man, I could have sworn I had you. A couple of those torpedoes literally came within inches of your vessel. Had I been able to nail those down and then come in close with this guy with that ram, I think he would have had enough damage for me to crack you in half. So it was a close-ish fought battle, but then again, he did take out my entire navy with one ship. So I'm not quite
Sick
sure.
strategy of just dodging torpedoes. I'm not sure how realistic that is. It was a really common tactic utilized in this kind of era of naval warfare, but regardless, it was really fun to watch. Um, it made it really easy for me using one ship. Like that, the Warrior class, I believe, is a British ship, and it is absolutely insane. It butchers pretty much everything. I don't know if that was even winnable, honestly, for Oakley. Maybe if he hit a bunch of torpedoes,
Oh, really?
but I know that that ship just takes a bunch of. It can take a bunch of damage. I honestly don't know anything about the naval battles in this really. I don't know how much damage torpedoes do. Maybe a couple torpedoes would have sunk me, and maybe my dodging of those torpedoes did win me the game. But you know that ship is an absolute monster, and that was as I said in the beginning of this battle, a shipload of fun.
Har 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 har. Okay. Oh my god. But yeah, hopefully we can do a couple more of these naval battles in the future. I think they're definitely fun, very cinematic, and I really want to bring a ship down with torpedoes, especially like one of these big ironclad vessels. That would be super satisfying. And I think I may have shot my my torpedoes a little soon, but then again, once you put fire on them with your extreme range, they basically blew up instantly. So I was caught, between waiting and firing immediately. So maybe I could have spread my shots a little bit better, but at that profile, when you turn completely sideways, I have to have very good aiming from a distance. So maybe I got a little training to do. You never know.
I think we can all agree that this was an extremely tactical battle, and that my skill, my commander abilities were the reason that I won. Oakley is simply an inferior commander to me, and he will never be able to beat me in a battle like this. So, I mean, he tried, he did his best, but at the end of the day, Indypride was the champion.
Okay, I'm gonna end the battle now.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. More ships coming your way probably in the next decade or so.
In the next decade? We got that long, huh?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how often I want to do Fallen Samurai ship battles, but they're fun when you do them every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm looking at the kills. I got almost nothing done. Torpedo ships. Yeah, little phrase up there. Torpedo shits.
Exactly.
Doing nothing. Nothing good for me.
You meant to say that, dude. I'm gonna end the replay now. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all later.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace out.